Here's a question you never want to ask in an initial interview if you want to get the job. Before the end of this short video, I'm going to tell you what the question is, why it's a problem, and what to say instead. The reason this came about is I was talking to a hiring manager and asking about some recent interviews she was having. And so I said, how are they going? And she said, well, let me tell you about one I had yesterday because it did not go well. And actually, it seemed like it was going well until she got to almost the end. And she said the question most interviewers say, which is, do you have any questions? And the applicant said, can you tell me how much vacation time I would get? And that really surprised the interviewer. And that was a big red flag for her because she thought, wow, this person is really focused on their time off, their vacations, what they get, rather than focused on the job. I don't think they really want the job. So she did not move forward in the interview process because it was a big red flag. Obviously, you never want to do that. But you might be thinking, hold on, hold on. Before I start a job, I want to know how much vacation time I get. And of course, you should know that. But the point is, don't ask that question in the initial interview. The initial interview, your focus should just be getting to the next interview because the second or third interview is typically where companies tell you about the benefits and vacation and things like that if they're thinking they might want to hire you. So you need to get to that point. So you'll find out about it, but don't ask about it initially. Now, here's what you should have said instead. When asked, what questions do you have? You should be asking questions about the job to show you're excited. So the questions might be, can you tell me a little bit more about the clients I would be working with? Or what are the key things that this job focuses on in the first 6 months? Whatever it is, talk about things that are important to the job. In my new book, Interview Speak, what your interviewer really wants to know, we call this a Clueless Clark moment. So in the book, we have a character that we've named Clueless Clark, and he always messes up interviews. And we show the very many mistakes he makes in interviews, and this would be one of his mistakes. So the point is, you don't want to be Clueless Clark. You want to say things in your interview that will move you forward to the next interview and to the job you want. Good luck at your next interview.